The faint, steady vibration against my leg dragged me from restless sleep. Half awake, I blinked into the dark, my gaze landing on the glowing red digits of the clock. 3:17 a.m. Beside me, Molly, my wife of 10 years, was curled beneath the blankets, her breathing slow and even, like someone buried deep in dreams. Instinctively, I reached under the covers for my phone, but the smooth, familiar weight I pulled free wasn't mine. It was hers. She must have rolled over onto it. I was ready to set it back on the nightstand when the lit screen caught my attention. A single message burned in the darkness. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, baby. Miss you already. Zoo. My stomach clenched. Those words didn't belong to her mother, her sister, or any friend. That tone, intimate, possessive, tender, was meant for a lover, not casual company. My pulse spiked, my lungs drawing shallow breaths. The stillness felt dangerous, the silence before glass splinters. My first instinct was to shake her awake, demand the truth before she could lay it with lies. But I didn't. A colder instinct settled in, heavier, sharper. If my suspicions were right, I needed more than anger. I needed proof. My fingers moved on their own as I typed a reply. Tomorrow? What time should I expect you? My thumb hovered, then pressed send. I slipped the phone back onto the stand, forcing myself to sink into the mattress, feigning sleep while my heart slammed like a hammer in my ribs. It didn't take long. The phone buzzed again. Molly stared, brushing my hand as she fumbled for it. The glow lit her face, and I saw confusion flicker across her half-closed eyes. Then she froze. Her pupils widened. Her lips parted. The phone slipped from her hand, cracking against the floor. She bolted upright, eyes darting to me. Who? The words tripped out of her mouth, broken, panicked. I pushed myself up slowly, rubbing my eyes, layering clarity beneath the mask of drowsiness. What's wrong? I mumbled. Nothing. She snapped too quickly, her voice thin and brittle. Just a bad dream. Without looking at me, she grabbed the phone and hurried into the bathroom, locking the door with a metallic click. That sound echoed like a coffin lid shutting. Months of unease roared back. The sudden late nights, the vague excuses, the hushed laughter outside our walls. My worst fear was real. Molly was cheating. I lay perfectly still, staring into the dark. 10 years of marriage pressing down on me. The house we built, the vows we made, the life we planned, all poisoned by her betrayal. When she emerged, pale and red-eyed, she didn't meet my gaze. She gripped the phone as if it were air itself. We need to talk, she whispered, voice trembling. I think we do, I answered, calm but edged like a blade. Who is he? Color drained from her face. Silence ballooned between us, heavy, toxic. Finally, she exhaled, trembling. David, the new project manager. The name hit like a punch. I remembered his easy smile at events, always too near her, always too casual. Suddenly, every fragment aligned into one clear picture. Over the next hour, she spilled everything, stolen glances at Wyke, texts that turned into midnight calls, business dinners that weren't business, and weekend trips I never questioned. Every detail was another blade she pressed into my hands. By the end, I was cut open, bleeding. Inside, she begged, cried, swore it meant nothing. But her tears slid right past me. Some wounds don't heal with apologies. I didn't scream. I didn't break things. My rage was too cold, too controlled. I told her to pack. No speeches, no mercy. She left before sunrise, a shadow fleeing the scene of its crime. Silence swallowed the house. Each room echoed with the hollowness she left behind. But inside me, something darker stirred. A plan. They wouldn't walk away unscathed. My first strike was quiet. I reported David to HR under false name, citing his affair with a married co-worker. Policy was brutal. Zero tolerance. Then I turned to his wife, Emily, a stay-at-home mother blind to his betrayal. I found her online and sent her screenshots of their messages. No commentary needed. The truth bled through on its own. The fallout was quick. David lost his job. Emily threw him out. Their pretty picture collapsed into ash. But that wasn't enough. I wanted to see him break. One night, I found him in a dim bar, hunched over a glass, my pulse steady. I walked up. "David," I said, low and sharp. His head jerked up, color drained. His hand shook as it gripped the drink. "Paul," I. "Enjoying your drink?" I asked, venom-laced in each word. He stayed, cornered prey. "I thought you were a decent man." I leaned in, my voice cutting. "Guess I was wrong." "I'm sorry," he muttered, eyes darting away. I laughed, empty, humorless. "Sorry doesn't cut it. You destroyed my marriage, my life. You stole what was never yours. And now you've got nothing." I turned, leaving him drowning in shame. Satisfaction coursed through me, hot and dangerous. For the first time in weeks, I felt power again. The months that followed weren't easy. The betrayal stayed, a stone lodged in me. But I stitched myself back together. Therapy, wake, old friends. Slow, steady rebuilding. Then one afternoon, months later, Molly reached out. A message. She was sorry. She'd lost everything. Me, her job, her home. She was starting from zero. Her words dripped with regret. I stayed at them, old anger stirring beneath quiet pity. She stood in ruins of her own making. I didn't reply. Deleted it all. The message. The ghost of our bond. That chapter was over. Scars remained, proof of betrayal and rage, but also of survival. I had walked through wreckage and emerged sharper, harder, unshakable, and one truth burned clear in me. I would never be anyone's victim.